Hey, welcome in Huntsville. Another wonderful good morning to you. Thanks for waking up with us. What do you love about Huntsville? What makes this a great place to be?
Everyone here is very genuine and very kind and friendly. You never hesitate to speak up and say hello or good morning or just acknowledge the person walking by.
The thing that I love most about Huntsville, I love the peace that Huntsville brings. I love the peace that it gives me.
I feel accepted and part of the town and like I belong here.
Huntsville is where my lovely wife lived when I met her, so I moved here. So I'm pretty thankful for her.
All right.
We're bucking for you in Huntsville, Texas.
Hello, I'm Billy Cobbin, the Sam Houston Memorial Funeral Home.
Hey, it's Kay Boning with Tomorrow's Promise Montessori Schools.
Good morning, Huntsville.
Good morning.
Hey, I'm Karen.
I'm Toy. And I'm Denise.
And from all of us at Walker County Federal Credit Union, good morning, Huntsville.
Oh, look at that green light this morning.
Look at that green, man. Oh, that looks good on that black. Look at that, man. Look
Does
at
it?
that. Oh, look
You should have told me I'd have wore black.
Look at that, man. No, I did it this morning because I needed to, buddy, I needed to look like I've been losing weight. Black? Why does black do that, man?
I don't know.
I'm looking good. What's going on? Miss Molly coming in.
There's Miss Molly this morning.
One of these days, we're going to get Miss Molly on this show.
We need to get Miss Molly on the show.
Oh, golly, you remember that? Who was that song that sang that? Good golly, Miss Molly. Little Richard.
Little Richard, man. Come on.
Little Richard. Did you know that he was at Dodie Osteen's funeral service? Is he?
Really?
He's still alive, right? Little Richard is.
I have no
I got to
idea.
Google this because it
It's
was.
good. I'll come see you in a little bit.
Hold on, because I don't want to mislead what I was saying. Because I may have just completely.
You got to get out there and
Hold on.
look it up, man. I'm gonna sit over here and drink my coffee.
No, he passed away in 2020, so it wasn't Little Richard. Stevie Wonder. It was Stevie Wonder. That's who it was.
Mm-hmm.
Stevie Wonder. Stevie Wonder is still alive. And Stevie Wonder, from my understanding, was at Dodie. I didn't get to go. I was going to go on Friday, and I did not get to go down to Houston.
Why not?
But, yep, there. I believe. Yeah, there he is. Stevie Wonder. Yeah, that is so cool. In fact, Joel posted about it. Listen to this real quick.
Voicemail from a gentleman I'd met at a Night of Hope in Los Angeles.
Can you hear that?
Yeah, I can hear it.
A dozen years ago or some time ago. We've kept in touch, and he's an amazing man. He's a legend, and he's such a kind man. But I got this voicemail. He said, Joel, my heart's breaking with you, and I would love to come and sing a song of love and, you know, just blessing over your mom and over the church for your mom's homecoming. And I thought that's pretty amazing. He said, even if you don't want me to sing, I'll just come and be there with you. And when Stevie Wonder calls you and says, I'd love to come and sing, you're just like, and I know, Stevie could be anywhere in the world, but he's got a heart of gold and he loves God. And loves the ministry, and just, I didn't know if it really happened, but I called him back. I said, man, and you know what? Stevie Wonder's here with us tonight, y'all, and so we're just so honored.
I'm going to let him just sing one little bit of part here. Let's see.
A little bit?
Yeah.
He may need a little minute to get out here, and I have nothing to do. I don't know how to sing or dance or anything, y'all, but we're going to wait. Here's Brother Stevie right here. Come on, y'all. Welcome my friend Stevie Wonder.
How cool is that, man? That was at his mama's funeral.
That's pretty cool.
And just the impact that, even a – let me see if hold on, this is – here he is. That was an icon back in the day, man. Still is. One of my favorite videos was Michael Jackson's "We Are the World." He did the USA Africa benefit years ago, and all of them were there. The greatest of the greatest back in the day of, all of those art. Kenny Rogers was there. Willie Nelson was there.
Yeah.
Lionel Richie was there. And boy, these young bucks today don't know what they're missing.
No.
I'm going to tell you, that was the all-stars back in the day of that genre of music. But I go back what you were just listening to, and I've already thought about this. Miss Osteen was just a tremendous, tremendous woman. She leaves behind a legacy of faith and a legacy of prayer. In fact, a couple of days before she had passed away, her and her daughter April were in Houston at the mall. And Dodie was 92, I believe, 91 or 92. And Jason, what happened was April was saying that we were at the mall. I think they were at the Macy's. And she said, just as she always did, there was people there, and she just started praying for them. That's who she was. And anyways, April had said, well, Mom, I'm going to go downstairs because I got to pick something up, and I'll come right back up. And she said, her mama said, okay. When she came back up, there was 5 people in line she was praying with, random strangers.
That's awesome.
It all happened. She felt a calling to just really love people, especially even a little bit more in the 80s. And I think it was 81. Either 81 or 87, she was diagnosed with metastatic liver cancer. When you hear the word metastatic, that means it's
moving.
It's on the move. And she prayed about it big time. Her and her husband, John, and the Lord miraculously healed her of that cancer, and she had been cancer-free her entire life after that. And she felt a calling to prayer, to the prayer ministry in a way like she never had before, and she just began to pray for people. And years ago, before COVID, she had a special prayer service once a month there at the church, and you would drive through in your car, and she'd pray.
Really?
She would pray with you, and it was just a drive-through prayer service.
Huh.
So if people just wanted to come get prayer, and after COVID, she would do it online. Someone had helped her. But I think if you put aside all the thoughts and all the things that you may think about somebody or a person, and just think about their heart, I'm going to tell you what, that woman was solid gold. And I had left a meeting the other day, and it's instilled in me. I've only had a chance to meet her once, and she prayed with us over Braylon one time, which I was just thrilled about because she just loved everybody. It didn't matter who you were, where you came from. And I started thinking, Jason, about, man, how could I live a better life and loving others? Because I love people, man. You know, and I know you love people. You're in the people business every day, even with everything that you do, from Guardian Defense to Sam Houston Memorial Funeral Home. But there was something that just put a desire. I believe it was the Holy Spirit in my heart, saying I need to do a better job of praying for. I love praying for people. That's my favorite thing to do, brother. And if somebody asks me to pray, I ain't playing around. We're going to pray right then.
That's it.
My friend Joshua Harris taught me that. He said, man, he goes, don't tell people I'm praying for you. He goes, you pray for them right then when you tell them, because he goes, what's going to happen is, hey, buddy, I'm praying for you. Well, then what's going to happen? You're going to get busy.
Yeah.
And you're going to forget. Now, the only person that I know that says I'm going to pray for you and doesn't forget is at this church, and her name is Catherine Nickel. That lady is an angel to this church, along with Miss Molly and many others. But Catherine is a prayer warrior. Her, Brian Godallion, they've got a prayer team here. And if you tell Catherine anything about praying, say, you could tell me right now, Jason, well, so-and-so needs prayer. Well, guess what's going to happen? If you tell Catherine, she is going to remember, and then in the next week's bulletin, it's going to be in the bulletin that the email goes. She does not forget anything that you tell her.
That's amazing.
So, but I was thinking, I was at a meeting the other day, and I just felt a call to pray. And at the end of that meeting, we prayed. And then yesterday, I wanted to highlight this real quick, that we are so blessed to be here in Huntsville, Texas, for numerous reasons. But one of the biggest reasons that I know and I believe that we are so blessed to be here in this community is because we live in a community of faith. We really do.
We really do.
There's not one place that you'll go that I know of that I've never been to a place that doesn't do it where you'll pray. It's patriotic community where you'll say the Pledge of Allegiance, and I learned the Texas Pledge from being here in Huntsville, Texas, man.
Yep.
But this is a community of faith, Jason, and everywhere you go, people want to pray. People want to love on each other. People want to share their faith. And I want to remind you how blessed we are for that. Yesterday, Elliot Herzlich and I had an opportunity, 2 months overdue on my part, from the Raise of Hope. And Friday, I went to the Care Center Huntsville. I went over to Safe House.
Right.
And we're also able to Elliot had donated some money, and I told him, I said, hey, anything that you do, just write the check directly. And so he helped out 2 organizations as well, the Dolly Parton's Imagination Library and also Safe House. Long story short, we still had one more. It was HISD Social Services. So we went yesterday, and I was so taken back at how good this community is. And Shannon over there is just tremendous. She's over communications. Shannon is a wonderful, wonderful woman, Shannon Hollis. And she ended up getting a bunch of the administrators. So Paul Trevino was there, Dr. Shepard. And we didn't want to make a big deal out of it, but we did want to show people that, hey, your money did go to where we said it was going to go. And anyways, we donated some money to HISD Social Services. Well, here's what I'm getting at. That at the end of that, I just felt the calling to pray. To pray with all those administrators. And we just sat there and we all held hands. We just prayed. And how wonderful is it that we can be in a community where you can do that with your school officials? It's just wonderful, Jason. And I'm telling you, friends, we cannot move away from that. We have got to stay rooted in our faith.
We do.
Because when that starts getting chipped away, we start to see things fall apart. And I'll stand on that till the day that the Lord calls me home. I will stand on that truth, and I will never deviate from it. And I know that we live in a society and a culture in general that says we gotta get that out of the schools. We got to get that out of our communities. That's between that. If someone wants to believe that, that's fine. But I'm telling you right now that we have to remain rooted in our faith. Otherwise, things are going to crumble. Now, in our lives, Jason, you know this, things will seem like that they're falling apart at times. But the reality is that when you're in faith, you always know that, you know what, everything's going to be all right.
That's it.
What's that old song? Everything's going to be all right.
That's an old song.
Sing it, Jason.
I don't
It's
know
down
it.
in your belly, buddy. Let it out.
I don't know it.
Come on, baby. Let it out.
And I don't sing.
Let it out, buddy.
Look, man, they don't want me to sing in church, man. Just lip sing is fine.
Buddy, I hear you back there in the back when you're here, brother. I hear it resonating up front.
Oh, no, you don't. None of that's coming out of this
Sounds
voice.
like Brother Stevie Wonder back there.
No, it does not.
Hey,
Sounds like somebody can't carry a tune in a 55-gallon drum.
But the Bible says make a joyful noise to the Lord. So it don't matter if you can sing or not. When you're singing for him, boy, the angels are rejoicing.
I don't know about that. Maybe he needs to get a hearing aid.
Hey, we want to welcome you in as we're rolling here on another episode of Good Morning Huntsville. Do us a favor. Let us know that you're out there today. We are here, episode number 569. We're feeling fine here on a Tactical Tuesday, brought to you as always by our friend Elliot Herzlich from Elliot's Jewelers. He's online at elliotsjewelers.com. We appreciate all the support from Elliot and certainly appreciate the support of Jason Thompson. I always say the Thompson family and Guardian Defense. Because it is, man, your family. It's not just Guardian Defense. Your family has been so supportive of, and I don't want to just say me, but I mean of this program, of this community. And I just wanted to say thank you for all that your family does.
Well, we appreciate that. We try hard.
Pop has a good legacy going over there.
Yeah, he does.
That's going to be a new store. You know what? We ought to open up a baseball trading store and call it Pop's Legacy. You know? Is he a baseball? He's a baseball guy.
He's
right?
a sports guy.
See, Pop's Legacy. Think of that. We ought to start some sort of a business. What does Pop cook anything?
No.
Well, never mind.
He does.
Well, forget it.
He does cook. Okay, but he cooks to appease himself. How about that?
So if all the family's over there, he just prepares a big old meal just for himself. Says, well, y'all just go home now. Go get your own food.
No, I'm not even going to comment on that. I'm going to plead the fifth. Pleading the fifth, brother. Pleading
That's
the
great. Well, hey, do us a favor. Let us know that you're out there this morning. We got a young man we'll have on here in a moment from the BSM, Baptist Student Ministries, over at Sam Houston State University. Our friend Hayden Poole joining us. I walked in. I said, man, we got somebody from the WWE here today.
Mm-hmm.
You know, this young man, I walked in, and I said, man, this guy's ready. This guy's ready for a workout, man.
Yeah.
It motivated me. I'm glad I wore black today, you know, so I look a little bit skinnier.
Okay.
So, but I'm telling you, brother, when you see a guy like Hayden, it just makes you want to start. You better start working out. You better start eating healthy.
Mm-hmm.
You better get it right quick.
So when are you going to start on the eating healthy?
Well, that's why I wore the black shirt to make it look like it.
No, I just want to know when you're actually going to start.
Oh, man, I ate McDonald's last night, buddy.
What?
Oh, it's so good. It's good.
Nice.
Joshua Mashi's here, too. We may have Josh hop on for a little bit, but I got to. You know, he has made some promise with the youth minister here at the church that he ain't eating McDonald's anymore for a while. And I'm hoping that time is expired because I need a McDonald's buddy. I don't have a McDonald's buddy. It's just me.
You don't need a McDonald's. You don't even need to eat McDonald's, man.
Why do you hate on the Mickey D's, man?
I don't hate on it. It's just there's a lot of better choices out there for food.
Name something fast food wise that's better than McDonald's.
Anything?
Jason. No, I need to hear your reasoning. What's better and why?
Anything that doesn't have 13,000 pieces of DNA in their meat.
Well, that's a variety.
No.
That's called variety, buddy.
No.
You get the best of all worlds instead of just.
No.
Why would you want to just get one thing that just has one DNA in it when you can get something with 13,000? I mean, think of all that variety that you get in that.
Or however many they found in there. I don't know. I don't want it mixed all that well.
Yeah, think about it, man. It's just great.
Do me a favor, man. I want you to go by your favorite restaurant today. Get you a hamburger.
I will.
And I want you to put it on the dash of your truck.
I'm going to let it sit, buddy, and I'm going to eat it 4 months later.
And it will look the same, and it'll probably taste the same.
That's great.
No, it is not.
Yeah, it is. You know what that does? The preservatives that are in that do. Think about when you put that into your body. Your body decays and it falls apart, right? Because you grow and you get older, and over time your body.
Those preservatives are not going to help preserve you.
Boy, them preservatives. That's like.
I've got some preservatives that'll preserve you.
I was going to say that's like embalming fluid, brother. You know, you just get that in there. You know what? I bet whenever. Now I don't want to be morbid here, but I bet folks that eat a lot of McDonald's makes y'all's job a little bit easier.
I have no idea. I don't ask them.
Hey, you ask them, but they don't tell you.
Well, that's true too.
Well, we do want to welcome you. Let us know that you're out there today. We're always cutting up and just joking around, but I'm gonna tell you, man. I do need to take a little bit. I've been making better choices.
Yeah.
It's not everyday occurrence, but I have been more mindful, Jason. Just to let you know, I've been more mindful about what I'm eating.
You know, there's some places in town they sell like salads and stuff.
I went over to Double Dave's and got a salad the other day. It's not too bad. I like to support Kathleen over there.
Yeah.
So, well, hey, we're going to take a break.
We're going to take a break?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
I've got some Cafe Texan to give away. So we're going to
Cafe Texan.
Big thank you to Tiffany Gobble. I'm gonna come up with we're gonna come up with a keyword.
A keyword.
We haven't had a keyword in a while because we haven't had anything to give away. So we're gonna come up with a keyword.
All right.
And then we're just gonna keep on flowing this morning. Do us a favor. Let us know what you're thankful for this morning as you're getting up. Time now is 8:05. We'll take that break. It is your show. It's another edition of Good Morning Huntsville as we continue celebrating and promoting all things good, and that includes McDonald's.
And Cafe Texan.
We'll be back in a moment. Stay with us. This is Good Morning Huntsville. I promise we'll be right back after this.
This is Guardian Defense in Huntsville, Texas, a trusted family-owned and operated gun store and range in the heart of East Texas. Guardian Defense is your one-stop destination for Texas LTC, NRA basic pistol and rifle courses, pistol refresher training, as well as a wide selection of quality firearms and ammunition. At Guardian Defense, empowerment is within reach through their Texas DPS-approved license to carry classes. Certified instructors will guide you through every facet of firearm safety, conflict resolution, and the pertinent legal aspects. Book now to become proficient and responsible in handling a firearm with complete confidence. For the eager learners, the fundamentals of pistol and rifle usage await discovery in their comprehensive 8-hour NRA basic courses. You're invited to connect with Guardian Defense on Facebook and Instagram, or give them a call at 936-293-0364. You can also visit them online at guardiandefensellc.com. Guardian Defense, your reliable partner in mastering firearm safety and acquiring quality firearms in the heart of Texas.
The Oak Ridge Disciple House is a faith-based 501c3 nonprofit Christian character building ministry helping men 18 and older who are suffering from drug and alcohol addictions. If you or someone you know needs help, there is light at the end of the tunnel, and that light can be found through the Oak Ridge Disciple House. For more information, visit oakridgedisciplehouse.com.
Hi, I'm Billy Cawthon, manager of Sam Houston Memorial Funeral Home. We know times of loss are tough, and you need a place to feel comfortable and cared for. At Sam Houston Memorial Funeral Home, we pride ourselves on being with you during those really tough days. You can rest assured that we will be on your side and by your side every step of the way. Thank you for your trust. Sam Houston Memorial Funeral Home, supporting families every day, every step.
The church should be transformational. And maybe you've never been to church, or maybe life has left you feeling lost, but Jesus says, "Come to me, all you who labor and are heavy laden, and I will give you rest." At First Baptist Church, Huntsville, a harbor of hope, we're not trying to fit in with the world. We're here to help you step into something greater, a fresh start, a new life in Christ. Join us this Sunday at 10:45 and see what God can do in your life. Visit fbchuntsville.org. Hope is here, and we're saving a seat just for you.
Loving Jesus, loving people side by side. In this harbor of hope, we are safe inside.
This is KHSP LP, Huntsville, Texas, the spirit of Huntsville. Support for SpiritRadio.fm comes from loyal listeners just like you. Want to help spread the good news across Huntsville and beyond? Underwriting opportunities are available for loyal listeners, businesses, and nonprofits. Visit SpiritRadio.fm and tap Donate today. Braylon, say, "This is Spirit Radio."
This is Spirit Radio.
All right, friends, welcome back. 77 degrees, 94% Huntsville humidity, 30% chance of rain. We had a little rain come through yesterday. I've been watering the grass about 3 times a day because the city had got the company to come in and put the grass back in after replacing our fire hydrant. And so I've been on it's like 3 times a day. It's like giving the dogs medicine, man. I got to be over there and water that thing 3 times a day to keep it from burning up. 93 today. Rain chance 30% this evening. 77. Boy, it's going to be freezing tonight. 77. It's going to be so cold tonight. And then 94 and 50% chance of rain for your Wednesday. You got to say that right, Hayden, if you're true Texan. Wednesday. How do y'all say it? How'd y'all say it in Shreveport? Down here Wednesday. Down here Wednesday.
That's more southern. That's more South Louisiana.
Down here Wednesday.
How they say it in Lebanon.
Yeah. What is it? Arba. Wednesday. Arba. Now, how do you say it, Cajun Lebanon? That's the question, Josh.
I don't know what.
You don't know what Cajun is?
No, I do know now after coming to the U.S., but I don't know what Cajun is when I was in Lebanon.
Bunch of wild heathens on the show this morning here.
Oh, dear.
Hayden joining us. Hayden Poole, Good to see you. I haven't jumped in the pool this summer, buddy. But yours is with an E at the end.
Yes, sir.
Joshua
Yes, sir.
Mashi, Mariashi, Mariasha. Good to see you this morning. There's a song about him, by the way.
Really?
Yeah, that Mariahi, Maria. But I've changed the lyrics. It's Mariashi, Mariasha.
Congrats, Josh.
So good to see y'all this morning. So Curly down there. Welcome in, Curly. good to see you, Josh. And WWE right here next to me, man.
You're gassing me up a little too much.
Good to see you, man. Hayden Poole with us today. Joshua Mashi, just having a good time. Hayden is a recent graduate a couple years ago. Sam Houston State University, had a degree in criminal justice. Grew up in Shreveport, but came to Beaumont. Tell us a little bit about you, man. Just kind of your journey, and then we'll dig into why you're here today. But let us know about you, man.
Yes, sir. Well, I mean, like you said, yeah, I went to school for criminal justice, but I graduated, but that is not what I'm using my degree for. I started following Jesus when I was in college, and then got involved with the BSM, and then just an on-campus Christian organization. And then the more I was doing it, the more my heart grew for missions and wanted to just truly live for the Lord full-time, 100%. And so, in a nutshell, that's kind of where I'm at now. And I just, at this moment in time, I can't imagine myself doing anything different.
That's great, man. I love the story. I love the journey, man, because we have plans, right? We have plans. But the problem with we have plans, and it's a good problem, is that he has plans.
Yes, sir.
And you think that you're doing one thing for something, and then something else turns out. And, it's kind of like your story, Josh. I mean, you came here for criminal justice and then deviated on a whole nother path. And I'm telling you, man, the Lord is just doing some amazing work in both of y'all's lives. I heard a story here a while back, a sermon, 460. If you got Sirius XM, I'm scrolling through trying to find this because I always mess up everything when I try to relate it. Here it is. I heard it on 460, the Billy Graham channel. Da-na-na-na-na-na-na. Coming up next on the Billy Graham channel. I've got it stuck in my head. Sometimes what inspires you isn't what you end up doing. It's about finding your purpose. And I'll take it a step further, Brother Graham, because he was one of the best. But it's not about finding your purpose. It's about finding God's purpose in you, is the way that I look at it. And I learned that from Jason Bay here at First. So Hayden, your story is pretty cool. Josh, how did you guys connect? I'm sure through the BSM, right?
Yeah. I started going to the Bible studies at the BSM as a senior in high school, and I saw him one time. He was playing dominoes with a bunch of other guys.
I knew this guy had an old soul. Let's get together and play some dominoes, feller.
Actually, we have a crazy domino story together. We placed a bet on dominoes. See how he has a mustache and now how I have a beard? Well, we placed a bet that if I win at dominoes, he has to grow his beard out. And if he wins at dominoes, I have to shave my beard and leave my mustache. And I lost. That was last November.
Please don't ever shave, Josh, please.
That's not how we met, though. That was not our first date.
Yeah, that was not.
All right, so how did so Hayden, your version of the story, how did y'all meet, man? How did you and Josh meet?
Shoot, honestly, I don't remember formally meeting Josh.
I do.
But
yeah, keep going.
Go ahead, Hayden. It's not a good friend, but continue on.
Because he would show up like as a senior in high school, but there'd be so many people in the BSM, like I wouldn't be able to meet everybody, and so he was one that I'd see every now and then. But I was already talking to like some other people. But then I remember over the summer, for summer Bible was when we had actually met. And really got connected through another friend of ours. But Josh, he's one of those where it's like when you meet him, you just know that you're going to be friends.
Yeah, he's a good dude,
and
man.
And it's not that we like connected well or we just like hit it off or anything, but that I think that's just his character, who he is. Like he wants to be friends with everybody and like genuinely. And there's people I'm friends with who I didn't think we'd be friends when we met, but Josh is one where it's like,
basically friends you're friends with that aren't genuine. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding, man. I'm just kidding that. Well, I think it speaks volumes, and it's so good that you mentioned that. Josh is a very humble young man. He's gonna get mad at me, but we'll talk him up for just one brief second. When you're on fire for the Lord, man, I think that the fruit of that is seen, and you've seen that. And now check out how the Lord is putting that in you, and other people are seeing that through you now. Talk a little bit about your journey. I know you came to Sam for criminal justice, but you mentioned earlier, you kind of got involved at BSM and now on fire for the Lord. So maybe extend that a little bit and just what that's been like for you.
Oh, yes, sir. So, yeah. So I grew up going to church, like every Sunday, every Wednesday, going to camps and things like that. And I was a good church kid growing up, but really
a good church boy.
That's right. But then, I'd go to church on Sunday, but then throughout the week, I wouldn't do anything else for it. I didn't know what it meant to have a relationship with God. I thought going to church and getting baptized meant you were a Christian. And just in the Bible Belt, that's what everybody does. Everybody says, and there's 1,000 churches on every corner and everything like that. So that was my life until high school, college. And then I would just live throughout the week however I wanted to. As long as I went to church on Sunday, then I'd be good. But that wasn't actually genuinely living for the Lord. Coming to college, I dove more into life and what the world had to offer, getting out of my roots a little bit, extending and growing. And then, I started living for the world a lot more and really seeing what it had to offer, and really hitting rock bottom and soaking up the world and seeing that it wasn't what it was meant to be. And then, like I said, hit rock bottom. And then our director at the BSM, I went to him and was like, man, I'm broken, I'm hurt, and I need some help. And he said, I don't think you're actually following the Lord. I don't think you're actually a Christian. And which no one's ever told me that before. So I was kind of offended. And I was like, what do you mean? I got baptized, I went to church. And he's like, no, that's not what it means to have a relationship with the Lord. You're not a Christian. I was like, oh, man. So that kind of pierced me. I was kind of mad. And then I
kind of took a swing at him, right?
Almost. No, I left his office.
Had that old bat with meat and hair on it you brought in there. Just kidding.
Well, I left his office. I went to my dorm room and then realized he was right, and then gave my life to the Lord in that moment. Man. And then I went back to the BSM. I was like, I think you were right. And then that's when I started really saying actually feeling the Lord for myself, and actually knowing what it means to have a relationship with him. And I got more involved in the BSM and started doing ministries and outreach and evangelism, sharing my faith for the first time, being able to articulate the gospel, actually having a fire for the Lord and for the lost, actually having a care for the lost and for people, just in general. And then, fast forward, I still graduated criminal justice, but I had an opportunity to continue on in missions and say, this could actually be my full-time job, not just a hobby I do, but I could actually, not a lot of money, but make a little bit of money from this as a career. And that's where I'm at now.
That's awesome, man. It's such a good story. Josh, it's so good to see how the Lord is working through a lot of people at the BSM, man. I'm sure for you as a friend, it's been cool to see Hayden's journey, man.
Yeah. Hayden, not what's the?
Don't ask me. I'm horrible when it comes. I'm an online college guy, so
what are you trying to say?
I don't want to raise you up, but
put you on a pedestal.
Gas me up.
I don't want to gas you up.
Is that the new trendy young people word?
It is.
I don't want to gas you up, but really, I've seen the Lord work in Hayden a lot. The first person that comes to mind when I think of Hayden is Trayvon, one of my friends. I had been praying for him for a while, and me and the Mims, Bear's parents, and Bear, we were sharing the gospel with him for a while, but we weren't able to reach him. But we kept on praying for him, and one day I shared the gospel with him, and I was taking him to his dorm room, and I came back and I went to Hayden I was overwhelmed, and I told him, Hayden, can you pray with me for Trayvon? And we did pray for him, and then later in the year, Trayvon accepted the Lord. Amen. With Hayden and another guy, and so I've seen Hayden's heart for the Lord and for the lost. and how he cares for people. And like you think of Hayden and you say, oh, like he is friends with everyone. Like every single time like a car breaks down at the BSM, he's there to fix it. Every single time like someone punches a hole in the roof, he's gonna be fixing it. I don't know what else.
I need to punch some holes in the roof around here, man. Come fix it.
Yes, like
that's great.
He's got a servant heart and he loves the Lord. So
well, Hayden, let's know a little bit more about the BSM. I know you guys are working on some fundraising things, so maybe tell the audience out there some ways that they can help out and kind of what you guys need over there, if you don't mind.
Yes, sir. So the need at the BSM is great. We have people who work there, like myself. There's 7 of us currently, but only 4 or 5 of us can actually start working at the BSM because our position calls for us to be to fundraise our salaries, and so.
Welcome to the ministry, buddy.
Yeah, I was not aware of that. I mean, I was, but to the extent of it, I'm like, oh, this is insane. And so, yeah, we do something called ministry partner development, where in Scripture, the Lord calls people to go and to send. As followers, as believers, you're either sent as missionary, or you go as missionaries, or you send people as missionaries. And so I'm on campus like 5-6 days out of the week, doing outreach, leading Bible studies, doing evangelism, teaching others how to follow the Lord and equipping them and things like that. But I also have a support team behind me who is supporting me financially, whether that's monthly, annually, or a one-time gift. I have people who are behind me who are giving and investing towards that goal of seeing college students come to know the Lord. And so even though me and a few others are there on campus who are doing the work, sharing with people, I have people behind me who are just as involved and just as part of it, because I can't do it without people behind me doing that as well, who are sending, who are investing in what we're doing. And so the need is prayer and finances as well.
Call it the 2 P's, prayer and pay.
Prayer and pay. That's a good one. I've never heard that. Yeah. Oh. I was like, oh, that's cool. No, I've never heard that. But yes, that's essentially the need. But I mean, like Josh was talking about with Trayvon, there's so many stories of that, that's just a summary of that story specifically. I didn't realize the gravity of that extent of really everything that was going on with Trayvon. There's so much more that goes into that story, but there's so many stories like that of not just us 7 who are working on the campus, but all the students like Josh are. It's a student-led ministry. We're just a lot of the behind the scenes of it, but the students are really a lot of the ones doing a ton of the work. We get there and we unlock the doors, and they run and they do a lot of the work, and we really help equip them.
We always call it in ministry, empower and release. You know, you empower people and you release them. You empower people and release them. That's what you guys are doing. You're empowering people like Josh and you're releasing them to do the work, and I think that's awesome. Not to say that you guys aren't doing the work, but you're empowering them.
Yes, sir.
How can folks, maybe there's somebody this morning, I know that there's at least one person out there today this is tugging at their heart saying, you know, I want to go back to something really quick. And I've said it on this show and I'll continue to say it. The phrase, there's no hope for this generation, is the worst phrase that you can ever say. You got 2 outstanding young men right here that's showing what this generation can do, and not do it for themselves, but do it for a higher purpose. That higher purpose is for the Lord, and there's tremendous hope for the generation. Why? Because we serve a God that instills hope in us, that we know that we can do all things through Christ. And I'm not talking worldly things. I'm talking through every season, no matter what we're going through. We can look up to the Lord and say, you know what? I'm going to make it through this because you've already won the battle for me. And no matter what you're facing, and the hardship comes. But these 2 young men right here are a perfect example that there is tremendous hope for the generation. And so maybe that one person this morning saying, you know what? I believe in the mission of what this young man is talking about. I want to support that. How can folks support that? That's kind of the action step. What can they do to be supportive of you?
Oh, awesome. So I have a a link that I've been sending people who say that they want to support. I don't know if there's a way we could.
Yeah, what is it, man?
Oh,
putting him on the spot.
I'd have to pull it up on my phone real quick.
WWE.com/pool time. All right, and while you're doing that, Josh is going to share a joke with us. Josh, you ready?
No. I'm not.
Man, I thought he was really going to pull one out of the air, man. I was like, yes, dude.
Knock, knock.
Who's there, Josh?
Oh, wait, I messed it up already.
Is that part of the joke?
No.
Good joke, Josh.
Yeah, that was great, man. Viewership just dropped off. Thanks, buddy.
No one.
I'm just kidding. All right, what do you got for us?
So it's give.txb.
Okay.
.org. And it should take you to the Texas BSM webpage, but I guess for mine specifically, I think there's a /Hayden Pool in there.
Yeah, we'll find it here. Let me find it, man. Sorry to put you on the spot,
Oh,
Hayden.
yeah.
I should
I see it. Yeah, just give.txb.org /Hayden Pool.
All right, give.txb /HA all together?
Yes, sir.
Hayden Pool, Poole.
Yes, sir.
All right, let's see if this pops up before we throw it up on the screen there. Hey, there it is. Look at that, man. There that guy is. I'm off screen over here. Here we go. Boom. We'll throw it up there. That's the website to go to. We just throw it up on the screen. And look at that guy. Wait a minute. You got the Sam Houston football logo on there, buddy.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
I didn't know you were a Bearcat athletic guy. I knew I'd something.
Somewhat. I was an equipment manager.
That's still part of it.
Technically, I was on the roster.
What year was that?
National championship year.
Dude, I called that game.
You did?
Yes.
In Frisco, Texas?
Yes.
Wow.
I used to call the games for 4 years, man.
Wow. I didn't. Josh told me that. I didn't know it was at that time.
What a jerk. I don't even know the players. That's why I don't do it anymore, I guess. You know? That's why I lasted 8 months in Fargo, don't you know? Oh, yeah, you betcha.
Yeah,
That's crazy, man.
I did 2 seasons, that season and then the season after.
I can't believe I never crossed paths with you, man.
I can't believe
You're
it
the
either.
equipment manager.
I was one of them. I didn't really do a ton, but I did get some drip from them, and I repped it sometimes.
Well, man, I wish I could have got that Sam Houston helmet drip, buddy. Now, I will tell you.
One right there.
Well, someone made that for me. That's not an official helmet, but it's still pretty legit. I do have some drip, by the way. I've got a football that a certain punter that I'm friends with hooked me up with the football from that from Sam Houston.
From that game?
Possibly from that game.
Wow.
Possibly something that I have. Possibly. Of a former great punter for the Sam Houston Bearcats. Possibly, you know who I'm talking about. From down under. Possibly.
Oh, really?
Yeah, possibly. Should be in the NFL. He really should.
I know. Whoa. What was it was that red. He was redhead.
Yeah, it's old Red.
Yes.
Old Red.
Oh, what was? Don't tell me his name.
Rhymes with McDonald's, his last name. It's not McDonald's though. He has my name in his last name. It's
Hip Donald.
No, it's
I don't remember his last name.
McRob?
McRoberts.
Oh.
Yeah. So anyway.
What was his first name?
Matt McRoberts.
Matt. That's what it
was.
was.
Matty.
Yeah.
But he possibly, but I'm not sure if he did. Just throwing that out.
I'm trying to get Josh to go walk on for
Look
football.
at that guy, dude. This dude looks like a beast, man.
Thank you.
I was joking about the WWE. Jason Thompson over there. We're gonna have to start some sort of a wrestling ring and get this guy to come in. Jason, Jason's got some property, man. We're gonna start look at this guy. There we go. I'll zoom that
I feel
bad
like
boy.
that's a goofy looking picture.
I feel like
that looks really good.
I feel like it looks goofy.
We're just going to keep it on the screen here for about 10 minutes. Let
Oh,
folks just
goodness.
There you go,
Goodness.
guys. There he is. Hayden Poole.
Well, thank you very much. If anybody wants to give to that Joker looking guy.
Supportive Bearcat, by the way. There may be some Bearcat alumni. You know what? Here's one right here that's just doing incredible work. Hayden, I think it's awesome. What's some of the fruit that you would like to see from the work that you get to do? Just I know leading people to the Lord. Maybe mention that just so folks know a little bit more. We already know where your heart is, but just let folks know a little bit more about some of the fruit that you'd like to see happen.
Yes, sir. I mean, every year it feels like every year that I've been involved with BSM and then working after graduated, it's always been like, man, the Lord cannot top this anymore. Like, this has to be the most. This has to be peak. Like there can't possibly be any more, but God just proves himself more and more, or shows himself more and more every year. And seeing people come to know the Lord. I think my first year we saw like 5 or 6 people come to the Lord, which any amount's awesome. But then the next year it was like 60, and then it was like in a whole year, and then I think last year it was like over 100.
Yeah.
Over 100 people came to know the Lord through our staff and then through students, sharing with not just their classmates or on-campus evangelism, but like people in their families and friends from back home. Like it's not just I'm just going to show up to my Tuesday morning ministry and do it, but I'm going to make this into my life. Like I want to take this past college and say I want to live for the Lord and share the gospel, like with not just the people who I run into, but like I'm gonna go out of my way and like find, let's say, a homeless man on the corner, and I'm gonna go share the love of Jesus with them. Or when I go home for Christmas, like share with some family. There's always people in our lives who don't know the Lord and who we can share with, and like the fruit that always makes me fired up, even more fired up to keep doing what I'm doing, is just continuing to see that, but also not just in me, but students who are saying, especially the ones who came in not knowing the Lord, and then in a few weeks or a month or later on, they have that same fire, and they say, man, I want to see that. I want to also share with people. And then that's generational change right there.
Mm-hmm.
Like that changes everything. That changes the trajectory of who you're going to marry and how you're going to raise your family and just what I'm going to do. And we've seen so many of that where people came in like myself wanting to do one thing and then leaving saying, like, not that that thing was bad inherently, but my life is different because of the Lord. And like I said, what fires me up is seeing God change that in people, seeing from the inside out, like that their lives are different because of that, and just a bunch of things like that.
That's so good, man. Hayden, I'm so glad you came, man. Joshua, thank you for introducing us to Hayden, and I'm so thankful. We want you to come back on this program and share some updates with what you're doing, man. I think it's incredible, and I love that. And let Hayden's story be a testament of faith in your life, that when you remain in faith, maybe you're in the same boat this morning. Maybe you got baptized. Maybe you've been playing church. Maybe you haven't been. Maybe you felt like, well, you know, it's really between me and the Lord, nobody else. But think about it wholeheartedly, just like Hayden did. And Hayden had a mentor in his life that had enough oomph to tell him, well, maybe you're not. Maybe you're not. And sometimes we have to be like that, not because we're coming at a place of judgment, but because we're coming at a place of love. And it was because that person said, maybe you're not. That one phrase has changed the trajectory of your life. Mm-hmm. And it's also, most importantly, changed the trajectory of eternity in your life, which is the most important thing.
Amen.
And it's good stuff. Well, Hayden, thank you, man. Josh, any final comments?
No.
Hey, does his friends call his hair the promised land?
What the heck?
Do they, Hayden? Do they call Joshua's hair the promised land?
I've never heard that.
Oh, because I thought you guys get lost in it, you know? So that's a corny joke, by the way. It's the promised land. You get lost in Joshua's hair.
I could get lost, yeah.
Did you like that dad joke, corny joke, Josh? Was that good?
Hey, there was a girl that hit on me in Lebanon, because not a lot of people have blue eyes in Lebanon.
Here we go.
Okay?
Here we go.
She said, every time I look in your eyes, I get lost in your eyes. I'm like, okay.
Josh, okay, then when that happens next time, you go, well, that's why they call me the promised land.
Heartthrob over here.
Because they wander around for 40 years. And then they're like, what did I do wasting all my time with this guy? No, I'm just kidding, dude.
40 years.
Oh, man. All right, well, that'll wrap up this segment. Hey, thank you, man. God bless you, man. Let's say a special prayer. I don't do this often, but I just feel, Lord, we thank you for Hayden. We thank you for a young man who has answered the call, Father. And let his story, Father, be a testament of faith, as I said earlier. But, Lord, we just pray for blessings over this young man. Well, you've already blessed him, Father. But we just pray for more blessings on the way. We pray that people will support him and his mission, because we need to believe, Father, in hope for the next generation, because there's incredible hope for the next generation when you're at the front of it. and we know that you're in the front of his life and Joshua's life. And so we just ask that you bless this man, that most importantly, that he impacts the generation after generation because of the work that you are doing through his life. Not for his glory, not for his status, but for your status, for your glory, Father. We love you. Send him out. Keep him healthy and safe. We love you in Jesus' name. Amen.
Amen. Appreciate
All right,
it.
man.
Thank you.
Keep it rolling, brother.
Yes, sir.
All right, we're going to take a break. More to come. Keyword. Can y'all help come up with the keyword? I said Jason and I were going to come up with it. We plumb forgot about it. What's a good? Jason didn't. He's like, I didn't forget. He's over there. Oh, I didn't forget, man.
BSM.
Keyword this week.
BSM.
BSM.
Mm-hmm.
Keyword this week.
I was thinking of something funnier.
No, it's bear kitties.
Bear kitty.
No. I may get in trouble at the university. You know, Bearcats trademark. I had a podcast called Behind the Bearcats, and they said I couldn't call it that. So I just gave up.
Bearcat. That's an animal.
I know.
You can trademark a whole animal.
It's trademarked. So
wow.
So I changed. Yeah.
Trademark.
Yeah. No. So I just gave up. I was like, forget it. I ain't gonna do nothing anymore. We'll do the keyword. The keyword will be pool. Poole.
Oh,
that'll be the keyword. Pool
you.
for Hayden. What do you think, Jason? Pool is the keyword the rest of this week to support Hayden.
I feel honored.
Hayden Pool. So
it's a high status.
Poole. That's what you text in. Your chance to win Cafe Texan, and all you got to do is text in the cool keyword pool, Poole, along with your name, to the your business name here phone and text line.
I was always curious about something.
What is that?
Can I win?
On days you're not here, yes.
Okay.
Yeah. 936-339-0139. That's the number, Poole, along with your name, to 936-339-0139. We'll take a break. Jason rejoins us, and the shenanigans continue on Good Morning Huntsville. Huntsville, when we come back.
Huntsville.
We'll be right back after this.
This is Guardian Defense in Huntsville, Texas, a trusted family-owned and operated gun store and range in the heart of East Texas. Guardian Defense is your one-stop destination for Texas LTC, NRA basic pistol and rifle courses, pistol refresher training, as well as a wide selection of quality firearms and ammunition. At Guardian Defense, empowerment is within reach through their Texas DPS-approved license to carry classes. Certified instructors will guide you through every facet of firearm safety, conflict resolution, and the pertinent legal aspects. Book now to become proficient and responsible in handling a firearm with complete confidence. For the eager learners, the fundamentals of pistol and rifle usage await discovery in their comprehensive 8-hour NRA basic courses. You're invited to connect with Guardian Defense on Facebook and Instagram, or give them a call at 936-293-0364. You can also visit them online at guardiandefensellc.com. Guardian Defense, your reliable partner in mastering firearm safety and acquiring quality firearms in the heart of Texas.
Imagine a voice of hope reaching every corner of Huntsville, from homes and hospitals to prison walls. That's the heart of Spirit Radio. We're a truly local 501c3 nonprofit, and we're raising $25,000 to build our tower and get on the air. With your help, we'll broadcast encouragement, truth, and the love of Christ across our community and across the world through the Spirit Radio FM app. Visit spiritradio.fm and give today. Let's bring light to Huntsville and beyond together.
Hey friends, Rob Hipp, Media and Community Outreach Minister here at First Baptist Church, Huntsville. Let me ask you, when's the last time you felt real hope? Maybe it's been a while since you've been to church, or maybe you've never felt connected to a church at all. Well, friends, that's okay. Here at First Baptist, we're a harbor of hope, and we welcome everyone just as they are. We have programs throughout the week for all ages to come together, ask questions, grow in faith, and find the hope that only Jesus Christ can bring. Whether you're looking for a fresh start or a community to call home, we'd love for you to join us. Come experience something real. For more information, visit fbchuntsville.org. First Baptist Church Huntsville, a harbor of hope.
This harbor of hope, we are safe inside.
This is KHSP LP, Huntsville, Texas, the spirit of Huntsville.
This This is Deneen with Guardian Defense, and you're listening to Spirit Radio.
The spirit of Huntsville, spiritradio.fm.
Is that still a phrase? Yee or whatever. Remember that?
I remember. I don't know if people still do that.
They put on the back of their truck yee or whatever.
Oh yeah, or on their hats or whatever.
I wish I could come up with something dumb that everybody would pay $1 million for. Yeah,
It's
I don't
just
know.
money.
I know, but people come up with these dumb things. Everybody go, "Oh, that's cool." Yee, yee.
Yeah, I never got the yee.
I'd rather have a hee haw.
A hee haw.
Hee haw. Let's come up with that one. I'm gonna put hee haw on the back of my truck.
Okay.
I bet people start buying hee haw stickers.
Maybe. I mean, you got Hello Huntsville plates on
Put a
there.
little donkey on the end of it.
Yeah.
I want to get my truck wrapped. Bridget don't want me to, but get Spirit Radio up and going. I want to do half of it as Hello Huntsville. The other half is Spirit 94.3. I think it looked pretty slick.
Kind of slick.
And my buddy John Montgomery does vehicle wraps. He did one for me back in the day when I had a little thing going in Georgetown.
Really?
And let's be honest, it was legit, buddy.
All right.
It was legitimate. I wanted to find something real quick.
What are you trying to find?
Hold on. I'm looking here real quick. Hold on. Because I have an example. Of what. Hold on. Oh, man, it's not here. I thought it was in here. I thought I had an example of what it would look like. I guess it didn't show up for some reason. Yeah. I told AI I took a picture of my truck and I told it, hey, put this wrap on it, and it actually looked pretty cool. I did one, too, for Brett on an Astrovan. Imagine if that thing was driving around. The essence of man, Brett.
But you put it on an Astrovan.
I know. That's why we're doing that as a joke. And then I did a Trump wagon. Check that thing out. Look how cool that thing looks. That's kind of cool, isn't it?
Okay.
Yeah.
I don't know about all that, but okay.
Jason, this past weekend, I wanted to switch gears here.
Yeah, man, that was
a little serious. Tell us what you did this weekend, man.
A month or two back, I found a post on Facebook that they had, they were going to open up to the public the planetarium or observatory, whatever you want to call it, out at Sam Houston State. And I showed it to my wife, and she said that would be fun. So she figured out how to sign up for it, and we got to go out there this weekend.
Oh, that's cool.
Man, it really was. I was pretty wore out by the time we went out there. Of course, it's 8 o'clock at night. I'm old. I go to bed at 7:30 if I get the opportunity, which is never.
Never, yeah.
So we roll out there about 8 o'clock, and it was really a great experience. The staff out there was very welcoming. Man, what a neat setup that the Domneys sponsored.
That's cool. So it's out on 19.
It's out off of Highway 19.
You got to pay to go to it?
No.
Wow.
No.
Was there other people there?
There was probably about 25, 30 people there. Kids, adults, and the satellite or the telescope itself was computer driven, and they open the roof up, and then the telescope moves, and then the roof and that moves to match it, and then it was pretty cool. The guy who operates it, he gets it close with the computer, then he's got a little controller, okay, and those of you that game, and it's actually made by Microsoft, so you can guess what the controller would look like. He zooms it all in. Yeah, it looks just like an Xbox controller. Well, he zooms it all in, and then they can go up and you can look at it through a viewing glass, or they have the ability to flip a switch or something. You hear a little click, and they can take pictures.
That's cool.
Is
there a big screen that everything shows up on, or what?
On the pictures, yeah, they have a little monitor that they can put it on. But, they shut all the lights off so that you don't mess up your night vision. For certain things, they do have a lot of red lights, out there so that you can maintain your night vision. But the gentleman out there, man, he was so full of knowledge, and he answered everybody's questions as best he could. I never was really into, stargazing and, astronomy and stuff like that. But man, that was neat. I'd love to do it again.
That's getting me fired up about going to see it.
I mean, especially
That's
once
cool.
the moon came up a little bit late, and it was full or pretty close to full. Wow. To see it at that magnification.
That's cool.
It was neat because you could see like some of the craters and the peaks and stuff like that. It was really neat.
That's cool, man. And so how did you hear about it? I mean, you may have shared this, but just to kind of circle back, how did you find out? How did you hear about it? How did you go?
I saw it on Facebook, and then there was some kind of my wife signed up for it on a website and got on the email list. And I'm not sure how they do it, but I sure would like to get those guys up here to talk about it one day.
Yeah, you should get us connected to those guys.
I'm gonna try to. I know they have a amateur astronomy club that's gonna kick off meeting out there once a week. So maybe we can get some of those folks in here, because man, it was really amazing what they can do.
Well, that's cool. Well, there it is, Jason Thompson, official stargazer now of Huntsville.
Yeah, okay.
That's cool, though. No, it is neat. So, real quick, how far did it zoom in, though? Like, what did you get to see, like the rings of Saturn or anything?
No, well, Saturn wasn't visible. That's what I
Okay.
really want to go back and see. Is like Saturn. We got to see the moon. We got to see some clusters of stars. We saw a dead star. We saw two stars in the same view that were like, thousands of light years apart in different ages, so they emit a different color.
Oh, that's cool, man. That's pretty neat. Yeah, we need to get them on here so we can talk about that sometime.
Yeah, because I mean, it's really amazing, and I just want to thank the university for letting people like me go out there and enjoy it.
That's awesome. That's Jason Thompson, again, stargazer now.
Stargazer.
I like
yeah.
that. That's all right, man. We're going to get you a vehicle. We need to come up with a new vehicle called the Stargazer.
The Stargazer?
Yeah.
I can only imagine what you're going to come up with your AI.
Oh, yeah, man. I'm going to do that on the break. So
Yeah.
Well, let's take a brief break. We'll come back and we'll wrap up.
Don't forget to text in.
Yeah, I was working on a graphic for the keyword, so we'll have that up in a little bit. The keyword is pool, Poole, for your chance to win Cafe Texan today. Text in that keyword, pool, to 936-339-0139. We'll take a brief break, and we will wrap it up when we come back. Stay with us. We are here with Guardian Defense, Jason Thompson, for all things personal safety. Visit them online, guardiandefensellc.com. They've got a great gun range just outside of town, and it's a great opportunity for you to go and also to really take care of your family. All things personal safety, Guardian Defense. We'll be back in a moment. Stay with us. This is Good Morning Huntsville.
At Tomorrow's Promise Montessori Schools, we're not just a place where children pass the time. We're not a daycare. We're a child care center focused on growth, learning, and discovery. Every day, children engage in meaningful activities that build confidence, independence, and a love for learning. From reading and math to social and practical life skills, our students are active participants in their development. Ready to give your child something more? Visit tomorrowspromise.info and discover what makes our school different. Tomorrow's Promise Montessori Schools. Education you can trust.
Hey friends, this is Rob Hipp, and I'm here to talk about a true expert in the real estate world. Let me introduce you to my good friend, Terry Coleman of the Coleman Realty Group.
With 33 years in the business, I've dedicated my life to making your real estate dreams come true. Specializing in residential properties, I serve Walker and Montgomery counties, from Spring to Trinity and areas all around.
They call her your next door agent, and here's why.
I'm not just here to help you find a home or lease a property. I'm here to build lifelong relationships. Whether it's residential or commercial, farm or ranch listings, there's something for everyone.
Now you might wonder, what sets Terry apart from other real estate agents? Well, it's simple. She goes above and beyond for her clients, like the time she surprised a family from California with a fully decorated Christmas tree and gifts when they returned from closing. You shouldn't have to compromise on the joys of home during life-changing moments. So, if you're ready to make your real estate dreams come true, here's what you need to do.
Visit my website at myrealtorterry.com and let's make those dreams a reality.
That's Terry Coleman, your expert in all things real estate.
I'm Terry Coleman, your next door agent, and I can't wait to help you open the door to your new life.
Hey friends, Rob Hipp, Media and Community Outreach Minister here at First Baptist Church, Huntsville. Let me ask you, when's the last time you felt real hope? Maybe it's been a while since you've been to church, or maybe you've never felt connected to a church at all. Well, friends, that's okay. Here at First Baptist, we're a harbor of hope, and we welcome everyone just as they are. We have programs throughout the week for all ages to come together, ask questions, grow in faith, and find the hope that only Jesus Christ can bring. Whether you're looking for a fresh start or a community to call home, we'd love for you to join us. Come experience something real. For more information, visit fbchuntsville.org. First Baptist Church Huntsville, a harbor of hope.
This harbor of hope, we are safe inside.
Since 2010, the Oak Ridge Disciple House has helped men break free from addiction, not with quick fixes, but lasting change through Jesus Christ. They've celebrated 167 graduates at Oak Ridge and 138 more at Interfaith, with an 80% success percent in most secular programs. The fact is, Jesus works. And now, celebrating 15 years, they're building their third house in Tennessee and just launched a women's program, Restoration Ranch in Texas. It's all for God's glory. And here's the heart of it. They never turn anyone away for lack of money. In fact, 95% of families receive scholarships. As one person put it, don't talk about it, be about it. Every penny counts. Donate today at oakridgedisciplehouse.com and help change a life forever. The Oak Ridge Disciple House. Online at oakridgedisciplehouse.com. Real recovery, real hope.
Hey, I'm Denise Olivas, Business Account Specialist at Walker County Federal Credit Union. One of the best things I hear from our members is how they love being treated like they're important, like their family. Sure, our members love things like low rates on loans too, but combine that with the friendliest and most helpful service in town, and you've got Walker County Federal, taking care of our members. It's what we do. We are Walker County Federal Credit Union, member NCUA.
This is KHSP LP, Huntsville, Texas, the spirit of Huntsville.
There you go, Jason. Just a little relaxing music.
Relaxing music? No, I don't need relaxing music, brother. I got projects to work on.
Give me just, Jason. Give me just a quick.
Negative. No.
It's like those guys that test microphones at concerts. Hey, yeah. Like, are y'all playing? Are y'all doing karate chops or what?
I don't know what they're doing.
Yeah.
I don't know what they're listening for.
How about this story real quick? There was a community that transformed some trash into hope.
Really?
So it was in South Africa. There was a woman named Taryn noticed her local rivers were filling up with trash and pollution. You know, I think about this, Jason, because we don't have to face a lot of it. But you see some of these countries, and it's horrible how much trash are in the rivers.
Right.
Well, this lady, instead of looking away, she rolled up her sleeves and she got to work. She didn't stop simply at picking up garbage. She turned that cleanup effort into a movement there in South Africa. She invited her neighbors to join her together. They removed plastic and debris, but they turned their efforts into something really beautiful. And along the way, Taryn began rescuing struggling – look at this, man. She began rescuing struggling bee colonies.
Really?
From items discarded in the riverbanks. These bees were starting to build. Do you still do the bees?
Yeah, I still have some bees.
So the bees were building colonies in all this trash. She started nurturing these bees until they flourished again. Her project has now sparked a wave of pride in her community. Young people and old of all ages caring for their environment, looking for opportunities to create new life from what others throw away. This started as a solo mission. Now it's a full-blown community revival. And it proves that one person's determination can bring about real, lasting change.
Awesome.
So maybe some of you this morning are thinking you're not making a difference, just like Taryn did in her country in South Africa. Look at the difference that she's made. And then here's another one. This adventure had turned a setback into a teachable moment. Steve, a British explorer, had set out to do something no one's ever done. Circle the globe using land, air, and sea, but all in a single journey. You'd think that somebody's done this before, but not in one single journey using
Really?
everything. Last year, his first attempt ended abruptly due to a technical issue. Steve, though, refused to give up. Instead of letting disappointment define him, he used this story to inspire others, especially young kids. He's now live streaming his adventures to classrooms around the world, teaching students about geography, problem solving, and really resilience every time he faces a challenge, whether it may be rough weather at sea or an unexpected delay. Steve invites his young audience to think about how to think through the solution with him. His journey is a physical feat, but it's much more than that. It's a living lesson of perseverance, courage, and turning failure into opportunity. And that willingness he has to share the ups and downs in an adventure reminds us all that sometimes the best journeys are the ones where we keep going, even when those things don't go as planned. So thank you. I'm going to go look up old Steve and see what he's doing.
I think you should look him up.
I'm going to see if this is a legitimate story because I get this from my radio feed. Here, let's look it up real quick. Steve's journey.
Steve's journey.
Around the world. There it is, Rick. There it is, Rick's journey. Yeah, it's a legitimate story. So there you go. I'll have to post a link to this. It's kind of cool. So it was right there on the internet as well. Good old internet never lies. Jason does it.
No comment.
Hey, I posted something this morning. I've been thinking a lot about the season that we go through, and I wanted to read something real quick, Jason.
Do you want to read something?
I had a gentleman here at our church, Dr. Jones, and he, all of us can pick someone in the Bible who we relate to. Mm-hmm. And I never really thought of Philip and the story of Philip. Never really studied it much, to be honest. And Dr. Jones encouraged me, he said, go read the story of Philip, and I did. And Philip was in Acts, and he had to leave where he was at because of persecution. Mm-hmm. But I wrote it in this. This is the way that I in my life where I kind of felt like Philip. And I wrote this morning. I said sometimes, and I'm saying this, my story to help somebody else, Jason.
Right.
Sometimes I feel like Philip in Acts. He had to leave home because of opposition, and it's kind of like my story. I left here and came back, but God was positioning him for something greater. And what looked like a setback was really a setup. God sent Philip down a lonely desert road where he met one man, and that one encounter changed a life forever. And I wrote, there's times in my life, all of our lives, where we've maybe been treated unjustly or unfairly in the past, but God hasn't forgotten us. God in my life used the closed doors, the disappointments, even the people who walked away to guide me exactly where I need to be. And so my encouragement this morning, friends, is this, that you may feel like you're out on that desert road right now, that lonely, desolate, dry, hot, humid desert road with no water, nothing in sight. But it's not the end. It's the pathway to your next assignment. It's just a little bump in the road. It's a journey. And I want to remind you that God's lining up the right people, the right opportunities, and the right moments for you. What may look empty today is going to be the best place where you will see his greatest purpose unfold. Think about that. What looks empty today is going to be the greatest place where you see his greatest purpose unfold. So trust him. Your desert road is leading you to destiny, Jason. Mm-hmm. We've all been on that desert. We've all been on that desert road, man.
Oh,
yeah. I love your journey. Man, you've been through so much, and career-wise, everything that you have taken in has led you to where you're at now, man.
Yep.
A year ago, did you know what you're doing now would even be on the radar?
Not a clue.
Had no idea, huh?
No, just kind of fell into it. It's been a journey.
I think it's cool when you remain open to opportunity. Mm-hmm. Look what happens.
Yeah. You just get pushed, kind of pointed in the right direction.
And here you are, man.
Here I am.
So, and what I'm talking about, Jason has Guardian Defense, also works at Sam Houston Memorial Funeral Home.
Yeah, my friend Billy needed a little help, and I was like, okay. And I went up there and tried it out, and it didn't take me long to figure out that's something I really wanted to do.
And now you're doing it. You get a day off today, though, man, which is nice. So,
yeah.
Well, give us some updates on the range, man. Guardian Defense, you guys got a busy class this weekend, man.
Yeah,
so talk about that.
I think I've got 10 or 11 pretty much confirmed students for Saturday's license to carry course. So that's pretty unique. We generally, I usually don't let them get that big. The gentleman texted me last night. He said, "Can you do 10?" Because we started at like 4, But he's bringing 10, and I've got 1 or 2 others that are interested if they decide they want to come. So we're going to have a great class this weekend.
That's awesome, man. Well, there he is, Jason Thompson. We're not going to call today. Jason texted in, but he can't win. Sorry, buddy. You know,
Man, I did not text in for me.
Cheating. Cheating.
I texted in for my boy.
Cheating over here. We didn't have anybody else text in today because we haven't did it in a while. People don't know about it, so we had to bring it back. So
look, you can call him. He wouldn't even know he texted.
You maybe could win tomorrow. You never know, Jason.
You never know.
Text in tomorrow. So
look. If you pick mine tomorrow, call who I texted for.
Keyword will be up all week. All you got to do is text in pool. Look at this. I went the extra mile, man. Look at this guy right here. Look at that guy.
Yeah.
That may be why nobody texted in. They just say, "Who is that guy?"
Yeah.
Pool is the keyword. Poole. It's in honor of Hayden Poole, who we're helping out this week. We'll be talking about him all week on the show. Text in Poole 936-339-0139. Text in every day. You'll be entered in to win. We'll call it winner tomorrow, Jason. How about that? Cafe Texan coming somebody's way today.
Sounds good.
So, any final comments? It's been a fun morning, man.
No,
9
I think
a.m.
I'm
came
good.
quick.
Is it already 9
Yes, it's 9:01, man.
Good night.
Hey, you remember earlier you were talking about a joystick, that thing was like an Xbox? I want to show you something. I'm really proud of this. 23 years ago, someone stole my domain on my website. We had 20,000 members on this website in the early 2000s, and had 500,000 page views a month.
Mm-hmm.
We were rolling, brother.
Yeah.
One of the top 10 video game websites on the internet back in the day. Well, I got that domain back, and I've been working in the evenings, just a little something, in the evenings in my hobby. And I've got my robsgaming.com back online, Jason.
All right.
And the power of AI has helped me develop a website that I've always wanted to develop. It's fully customized. And here's what's really neat. You remember the old Nintendo, right, Jason?
Oh, yeah.
The old NES. All right.
The original, man. I thought I was a cat's meow when I got one of those.
Well, this thing has a complete login system, by the way. And here's what's cool. Forums for every single game that you can ever imagine. So if you go up here and start a new thread, you want to talk about a game, give me, here, check this out. We're going to go over here, little search icon, right?
Okay.
But it can't be Mario. Give me the name of a Nintendo game. Anything that pops into mind. Ready, go.
Mike Tyson's
Boom.
Punch-Out.
Watch this, buddy. Mike Tyson. Hold on.
Punch-Out.
Hold on. Look. What do you see right there, dude?
Yeah, there it is.
I got it in my database right there. There it is, man. Nobody's posted anything yet. What's cool about this, it's a community-driven website.
That's awesome.
And so you can go on here. You can rate. You know what? I'm going to go ahead and rate that game because it's one of my favorite games of all time, and I'm going to give that bad boy.
I played the heck out of
it.
Look,
watch this, Jason. I'm going to give this guy a 5.0 rating. Look how happy that smiley face is.
Yeah.
So you can go on here. You can post reviews. You can post screenshots. You can talk about it. If you want to go talk about it, look, forum threads, right? I'm going to go down here and start this conversation on Mike Tyson's Punch-Out. And I'm going to call it one of the best. One of the best. This has to be the all-time greatest, what would you call it, boxing video game in history.
Mm-hmm.
Prove me wrong. All right, right?
Post thread.
Post the thread, and now there it is. Look at that. And now people can go on here and talk about it.
Mm-hmm.
And if you go back to this game and I hit reload, now the conversation has been started.
Mm-hmm.
And so it's been cool. I mainly did this because I really wanted to learn about AI technology and programming websites. But any idea that I've had for this website has been able to come to life, and I would have never been able to do this before.
Mm-hmm.
So just like a game, and so, of course, I've posted a ton, so I'm at level 10 right now. I've created experience. Like games, you get XP and all that kind of stuff. And if you want to change your little avatar, I didn't put it where you can upload a picture because sometimes people just don't do things that are very friendly. But you can go on here and pick a little icon. Here's a little peace sign. I'll just go with this guy now. Change my avatar up here. Check that out. There we go. And it's pretty cool, man. And as we continue this, the website, the whole idea is now that we have the back end that people can join this website and they can help produce the content.
That'd be cool.
And this is something that I posted. There's news that you can post on here. This was a game called Contraband that and I'm not going to sit here and talk about, and I'm not even big into games, Jason. I'm really not. But this has so much unlimited content. So here's what I'm talking about on this. This game Contraband, here's what happened to this, Jason, all right? AI is the reason that this game is not being developed anymore.
Really?
It was a game that's been in development about 5 years from Xbox Studios and another company, Avalanche Studios Group, and Xbox Game Studio Publishing. They have now postponed this game. The reason why, Microsoft just laid off 9,000 employees, programmers. And do you know why they laid off 9,000 programmers?
Because of AI.
Because of AI. And a perfect example is here's someone, and I know a little bit about coding. I knew enough to program this website back in 2000, and it was a lot more difficult. But AI programmed this thing for me. And it's been some work. It's not like I just put in one command. And, there's a lot of things in the background that you still have to know and do. But this has made it so much easier now. For logic, there's some things in programming that I don't understand.
AI is going to take over, some jobs.
Well, here's a perfect example right here. I mean, it's been incredible. And once the content actually starts filling in on these games, the website's really going to come alive. Because here's a perfect example. Mario 3 is one of my favorite games, man. I grew up playing that bad boy. Look how cool it looks once the content gets filled in. Once people start submitting cheat codes, once people start the forums, once people start the previews and the reviews and all that kind of stuff, it's really going to be cool. There's another game that I'd never even heard of that was kind of cool, and I was doing some research on it, and so I posted something about it. And I want to show one last thing here. Let's see if I can it's this abiotic factor. This one looks really cool, and this just gives you an idea of once the see how cool that is, man? You can go on here, you can look up different what the game looks like, all that kind of stuff. I think this website has the potential of being something really cool, and I'll quit yakking about it, but it's robsgaming.com is the old website. And after 23 years, Jason, it's back alive.
That's awesome.
A Russian hacker stole it from me.
Yep.
23 years ago in 2002.
Cool.
And I got it back, buddy, and we're back.
Cool.
All right, Jason, any final comments, buddy?
No, sir.
I've yacked enough.
Yeah.
What do you think about the green behind you back there, Hulk?
It looks all right.
Been brewing some stuff back here, Jason.
I don't even want to know what you're brewing back there.
Some soda water.
I'll bet so.
All right, that'll wrap it up. We'll be back at it tomorrow. Big thanks to Hayden Poole and many of you joining us, too, like Quentin Glaze, Phyllis Diller, all of you joining us. Thank you all for commenting in and hanging out with us. We'll be back at it tomorrow. Rick and Kay Boney, tomorrow's Promise Montessori Schools. And we got a fun week as we continue the journey, celebrating and promoting the good. Make sure to go to our website, hellohuntsvilletx.com. We'll keep that updated. A lot of new places open here in town now, and there's so much to do in Huntsville. We'll keep you up to date as we continue on here on Hello Huntsville. For Jason Thompson, I'm Rob Hipp, reminding you this morning we're not strong enough alone to make it on our own. We're not. We need each other. I'm getting emotional, buddy. We need each other. Lend a hand of support. Provide a word of encouragement. I promise somebody needs you. Until then, good morning, Huntsville. God bless. We'll see you back tomorrow for episode number 570. And again, GuardianDefenseLLC.com for all of your personal safety needs. Jason, thank you, brother. We'll see you, man.
Yes, sir.